get it right here. Am I on? Yeah, okay. What's up? I'm letting Facebook load. Verge, I haven't seen you in a while. Thought you give up on me, or your wife made you stop watching me. While that's loading up, I got to do a couple things. Thanks for the hearts. See someone's hearting me. Thanks, Lindsay, for joining. Hey, so if you didn't catch it yesterday, I did part 1 of kids who are not mentally tough have parents that do these 10 things. I got through number 5, and today not only will I finish, but I'll give you a bonus as well. So, disclaimer, I don't know your circumstances. This is not an indictment on you. It's just some things that I've observed as a coach and a parent. So, I'm going to let a few more people, because yesterday I had quite a few people on, and I think they're looking for my top 4 plus the bonus. But I guess I could start with this because I didn't share this yesterday. Raising mentally tough kids does not mean they won't cry or they won't fail. Mental toughness does not mean they won't have hardships. It's not about hiding their emotions. It actually is the opposite. Mental toughness is what helps kids bounce back from setbacks and keeps them going when faced with self-doubt. Strong mental toughness in your child is a key to helping kids grow and reach their full potential. So let me share that again, and I'm starting to blow up a little bit here. Raising mentally tough kids doesn't mean they won't cry or fail. It doesn't mean they won't have hardships. It's not about hiding their emotions. It's actually the opposite. Mental toughness is what helps kids bounce back from setbacks and keeps them going when faced with self-doubt. Strong mental toughness in your child is the key to helping kids reach their full potential, and I believe it helps them grow. Thanks, Brian, for joining. Beth, Elizabeth, Maureen. So let's get right to it. If you didn't catch yesterday's, you can go back to my site and catch yesterday's. So if you want to get from 10 to 5, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate it. She sent some shares out. Keep up with the hearts, the likes, and the shares. So yesterday I gave you the top from 10 to 5, and I'm not going to recap those because I recapped them yesterday. So here we go. Number 4. Oh, before I start there, I'm in a 30-day Facebook challenge. Today's number 28. And it's with a group I'm involved with called Easy Digital Profit Network. Actually, I'm one of their leaders, and I do their mindset calls on Mondays. So tomorrow we had a mindset call, and tomorrow is going to be beliefs and attitudes, and it ought to be very, very valuable. So number 4, allowing fear to make your child's choices. Certainly keeping your kids in a protective bubble will spare you anxiety, but playing it safe teaches your child that fear must be avoided all the time. Teach your kids that the best way to conquer fear is to face your fear head on, and you will raise a courageous kid who is comfortable being uncomfortable. And this is really important in regards to one of the things I think that holds most back is fear. And in my course, I actually break down how to overcome fear. So not to just face fear, but how you could overcome fear. There's actually a systematic process. You're only born with one natural fear. The only natural fear you're born with is bodily death and harm. Every other fear was created in your mind. So if you can create it, you can eliminate it. And I have a foolproof way that you can do it in my mental toughness training course. It's in the section under confidence. And when that comes out, it's going to be huge. But, you know, we all want to protect our kids. You know, we would all love to have them in this protective bubble. And again, it would save us anxiety and stress. But when you play it safe, you're actually creating in your child that fear must be avoided all the time. If you teach them that the best way to conquer their fear is to face it. If it was public speaking, you got to public speak. If you were feared swimming, you swim. If you, whatever it is you fear, when you have the power to face your fear and do it, you will have the power to overcome it. So that's number 4. Number 4. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 on the list is making your kids the center of your universe. If everything in your life revolves around your kids, they'll grow up thinking that everyone should cater to them. And a self-absorbed, entitled adult isn't very successful. Teach your kids to focus on what they have to offer to the world, not what they can get from the world. I think it's really important. And I talked yesterday in one of them about, you know, we give power to our kids. We ask them, what do you want for dinner? We ask them, where do you want to go on vacation? We ask them if the dentist appointment is all right. Literally, I heard that. But when you make your child the center of your universe and everything is centered around them, they think, and I see this in sports all the time, kids cannot take constructive criticism. You want to know why? Because very seldom have they been criticized. They want to argue with you. They need to understand that it's coming from a good spot. It's not something that's negative. But I'm going to be honest with you, they have a hard time dealing with that. Okay, we're moving on to number 2 on my list. Number 2. Oh, and I'm going to tell you a story about this one when we finish. Parenting out of guilt. Giving in to guilty feelings teaches guilt is unacceptable. And kids who think this is the case will not be able to say no to someone who makes them feel guilty. Like, if you're my friend, you'll let me copy your paper. Or if you love me, you do this for me. Show your kids that although you feel guilty sometimes, that you are not going to allow uncomfortable emotions sway you from making a wise decision. I'm going to give you just a short story where I was battling this. And I thought it was so valuable, this particular, and I'm going to give you an instance for me. My son has a pair of socks that he wears on game day for football. I mean, these are his game day socks. And he had pictures that he was getting taken. And, you know, I always yell at him because he takes one sock off and throws it over here. He takes another sock off and throws it over there. And then come time to find the socks, we're scrambling to find the other sock. There's always one sock missing. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, the one sock syndrome, right? So I was trying to help, and everybody in the house is looking for a sock. Now, here's the guilty part for me. I have those same socks that I bought as a coach for 7-on-7s. I bought the same socks. I haven't opened those socks, and they're in my top drawer. And I was saying to myself, I'm not going to give in. I am not going to give him my brand new pair of socks because it's not my responsibility, because he needs to find his own socks. But I was dealing with this. And you know what? Although everyone was looking, I did find the sock. However, I did not give in to the guilt that was telling me to let him wear my brand new socks. And it wasn't because they were my brand new socks. It was the point that we can't give in to that guilt. I was feeling guilty. I was feeling like I should give him my socks. And I was saying to myself, I'm not going to give in because it's not the right thing to do. And I know you probably go through the same thing. And I call it the sock monster, right? They go into the wash, but only one comes out. That's number 2. And remember, I got a bonus for you. So I came up with another one last night. So here we are, number 1, but I got a bonus number 1. Thank you for the likes and shares. Share this out if you like the content. This is all in my mental toughness online course that I'm building that will be done in the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to offer. So I'm trying to build an audience for that. And these are some of the things. All 10 of these are actually included in the course. All 10 of these things that I'm talking about are included in the course. But here we are, number 1. But don't forget, we got a bonus. Number 1, don't condone a victim mentality. Striking out in baseball, losing in wrestling, failing a test doesn't make a child a victim. Rejection and failure are a part of life and unfairness. Refuse to attend the pity party. Teach them that no matter how tough or unfair the situation, or how tough or unfair they may seem things are, that they can always take a positive action. That's strong. Because I see kids all the time, man, they strike out, they're crying, man. They're crying over striking out. And it's not the end of the world. And this bonus will be another one. If you like what I'm telling you, hearts and likes. I see Lindsay's hitting me up with hearts and likes. Thanks, Lindsay. I appreciate that. All right, so we're getting to the bonus. This one, I hope I don't offend anybody on. And I don't think I'll offend anybody, but here's something I find that didn't happen 20 years ago, but happens quite a bit now. And it creates a fixed mindset in your child. Stop telling your child how special, talented, and gifted they are. Even if it's true. You may have a super gifted football player in youth, but that might not amount to anything when they get to high school because other kids develop and mature at different times. But I notice sometimes it's not even true. We just tell them how special, talented, and gifted they are because they're ours. And although your intention is good, it does create a fixed mindset because kids don't want to put forth an effort in an area that they may fail at because your opinion of them may change. I see it all the time. We're enamored with talent. We are enamored with talent. And this is for coaches too. They're enamored with talent and they suffer from the same things, and they are creating fixed mindsets in some of their players. Here's what you need to do. Instead of talking about talent, giftedness, and how special they are, reward their effort. Here's a feudalism. Again, reward effort, not talent. Here's the feudalism. Effort is worth twice as much as talent all day, every day. Reward their effort. And again, effort is worth twice as much as talent all day, every day. I 100% believe that. 100%. So there's my top 10, and you could look at it either way. Top 10 for kids who are not mentally tough, what their parents do, or for kids who are mentally tough, their parents refuse to do these 10 things. If you didn't check yesterday's, I did 10 through 5. I threw in a bonus that I just shared with you. And now I'm gonna open it up and see if anybody wants to comment. I just need to clean up some of my mess here. I don't work off a teleprompter, but I have little Post-it notes that I like to keep me on track. So I'm gonna clean up my mess real quick. So let me give some shout outs. What's up, Ben? Ben and Katrina and their son went through my boot camp, mental toughness boot camp, and gave me some excellent testimonials. If you go on to YouTube, you can check those out. Scott Cavett, music to my ears. Yes, I agree. Lindsay Dollar, effort. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. Scott Cavett gave me an amen. I know sometimes it feels like I'm preaching. Participation trophies, it's in my course. I talk about it. These aren't really even, I have 5 things that I talk about. Some of these are on it, but there's 5 major issues. I don't want to divulge those right now because they're in the course, but there's 5 major issues that kids deal with on a daily basis. Yes. I got this is good stuff, Bill, from Jenny. Jenny, I got to do your, I'm a sucker for challenges. I'm already looking at the dance challenge. My kids are already on it, and me. Yeah, I feel you on the socks. My kid's pediatrician said that they are moving in your house, not the other way around. Yes. Very good, very good. Yes. Oh, I like that. Comfortable being uncomfortable. That's another feudalism. I use it all the time. Listen, when you're uncomfortable, that's when you're growing the most. You've got to get, if you want to be successful, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That means when you look at fear, fear is a good thing. You got to start looking at fear as a good thing, because when you have fear, that means you're growing. And I see it all the time. All the time. Alicia, glad to have you. Luke Goad was on. Dave Craig. I mentioned Vitsky, Bethany. I appreciate everybody on here. Yeah. All right. So I just gave you the top 10 plus a bonus 11. Jennifer Hammonds, I see you on here as well. Share this. Appreciate it. Day number 28 of the Easy Digital Profit Network 30-day Facebook challenge, and they keep getting better. The content keeps getting better. I'm sharing some great information that I brings value, and it's free. But I'm doing this in an effort to show you that the content that I'm going to deliver in my course is through the roof. The editing is still being done, but it's almost done. Then all I got to do is load it, build my funnel, and we're going to have it out to the public. I also offer this same stuff in a boot camp at my office. If you're local to Swartz Creek, I can do that here at my office. And that is a specialized one-on-one 4-week boot camp. It covers everything that will be on my online course, but you get each 4 hours here with me that we go into deep depth on what it is for you. I've got some excellent testimonial videos on my YouTube channel. Check out the testimonials there. And, oh, yeah, hey, Jenny shared it. Any of you out there, I talked about this on my previous lives. Jenny's son is battling DIPG. It's a very rare form of cancer. I want you guys, the link is shared on this live under Jenny McDonald. Please go in and hit that and get involved. I'm going to share it with 2 other people, and I'm down with the challenge. It's a dance challenge. And her son is actually in the video. So if you click on the link, they'll give you how you can participate and how you can donate as well. And Jenny, I'm working on something with this online course. I'm going to team up with you and Team Buddy Boy, and we're gonna do this thing together. I think it wouldn't be fair for me to put out my course without linking up with a charity, and I think this is the charity that's going to work. And so I'm gonna make this happen. So I appreciate everybody being on. For one, I value your time. Thank you, because I know how precious time is and how valuable time is. Hopefully you got something from the top 10 that I just shared with you. You can always reach me. You see behind me right here. You can always reach me there. 877-755-GRIT, 877-755-4748. Set up a one-on-one here at my office, or wait for my online course that's out in a couple weeks. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for all the shout outs, for all the likes, shares. Appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with day number 29. I got 2 days left. I'm going to make them as powerful as I possibly can. If you didn't check out yesterday's, it gave you 10 through 5. Today gave you 4 through bonus, 4 through 1 plus a bonus. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. I'm out.